You as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Ready. Yellow lady. 58, come on. Slam. Kill.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess... eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Easy opposite. Easy opposite. Here we go. Hey, orbit. Watch the pass. Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
5-1.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, it's Mack. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Again, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. 58 to Mike.
Bravo.
58 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility...
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Brissett. Funches hands it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice touch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he gets it to Funches complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Lutz with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, It's Hines, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Super Bowl 44 will always link these two teams together, the Colts and the Saints. That was a game that the Saints would win. If you remember, Sean Payton dialed up that onside kick to start the second half. Tracy Porter would eventually seal the victory for the Saints with a pick 6 of 74 yards. And the Manning family so heavily involved. You think about Archie leading the Saints for 11 seasons, the Manning family being from the New Orleans area, and then Peyton being the quarterback of the Colts in that defeat to the Saints. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch twins. Watch twins. Back 2 tonight. Mike back 2. Mike back 2. Let's go. Come on.
Here's Brissett. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill!
Hey, Charlie!
58 to Mike, 58, 20 seconds.
Breeze going to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to you.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Rush in.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Short yardage, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here comes Grant on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Sammy!
Here's Breeze to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We're set on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Kill. Check. Check 53. 58, boy.
From the 27, Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Here we go.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Brissett steps away to his left. And he knocks Gardner-Johnson. Only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Brissett sets to throw it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. A 3rd down gain of 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
52, Mike 52. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Big stop over and over. Big stop. Let's go. No. Check that. We got Mike. Dude, hold on. 52. Hey, here we go. 52's the Mike.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be...
Again, it's Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Wide, get wide. Back to the mic.
Brissett again. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58, right over there.
Now Breeze. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. On third down, Brissett. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Shift. Go. Here comes to me, it's me. Mark 22.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Brissett. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Under 10.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, he just was unsuccessful.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. So